Trips TV presents Chicago. This city, man, this city is something else. It's got this energy, this pulse that's impossible to ignore. And we're diving headfirst into the heart of it all. We're talking top 10 must-see spots, the kind of places that'll make you understand why people fall in love with this city. Let's do this! All right, so before we get into the thick of it, let's talk about Chicago for a second. This place, it's built on grit, on industry, on the backs of dreamers and doers. It's a city that's always reinventing itself, pushing boundaries, and that spirit, you can feel it everywhere you go. Now, Millennium Park. This place is like Chicago's living room, its front porch, where everyone comes to hang out. You've got Cloudgate, that giant bean-shaped sculpture everyone wants a selfie with. And it's cool, right? It's like a distorted reflection of the city, of yourself even. It makes you think. Then there's Crown Fountain, these two massive LED screens showing faces of actual Chicagoans with water cascading down. It's playful, it's interactive, it's art that you can experience with all your senses. And then you have Lurie Garden, this oasis of green right in the middle of all the concrete and steel. It's like a breath of fresh air, literally. You can chill out, listen to some live music, or just people watch. Millennium Park, it's not just a park, it's a statement. Next up, we're going way up to the Willis Tower. You might know it as the Sears Tower, but whatever you call it, this building is iconic. It held the title of tallest building in the world for 25 years, and even though it's been dethroned, it's still got a presence, you know? It's like the granddaddy of skyscrapers. Now, the real reason to come here is the sky deck. You're 103 floors up, looking out over the entire city, and it's breathtaking. You see the grid of streets, the Chicago River snaking its way through, Lake Michigan stretching out like an ocean. It's a view that'll make you feel small in the best way possible. But here's the thing about the sky deck that freaks people out and excites them at the same time. The ledge. It's these glass boxes that jut out from the building, so you're standing there, suspended in midair, with nothing but glass between you and a 1,450-foot drop. It's exhilarating, it's terrifying, it's an experience you won't forget. The Willis Tower is more than just a building, it's a symbol of Chicago's ambition. We're switching gears now, heading over to the Shed Aquarium, one of the coolest places in the city, hands down. This place is home to over 32,000 animals, from beluga whales to penguins to sea otters, and it's not just about looking at them through glass. The Shed is all about education, about conservation, about understanding these creatures and their environments. You can watch dolphins do flips and tricks, learn about the coral reefs, and even touch a starfish. It's an immersive experience that'll leave you wanting to become a marine biologist. And the building itself is a work of art. It's this grand, Beaux Arts style building right on the lakefront, and it just transports you to another world. You walk through these halls, and you're surrounded by the sounds of the ocean, the light filtering in through the water. The Shed is doing some amazing work in terms of research, conservation, and educating the public. Okay, art lovers, this one's for you. The Art Institute of Chicago. This place is a temple to creativity, a treasure trove of art from all over the world, and it's one of those places you can get lost in for hours. We're talking about masterpieces here, people. You've got Grant Wood's American Gothic, Edward Hopper's Nighthawks, Monet's Haystacks, some of the most recognizable paintings in history right here in Chicago. But it's not just about the big names. The Art Institute has something for everyone, from ancient artifacts to contemporary installations. You can wander through galleries filled with impressionist landscapes, marvel at the intricate details of medieval armor, or lose yourself in the abstract world of modern art. And the building itself is a work of art. Those grand staircases, the ornate ceilings, the light streaming in through the skylights, it all adds to the experience. All right, need a break from the city buzz? Lincoln Park is your spot. This place is massive, over 1,000 acres of green space right on the lakefront. It's like Chicago's backyard, a place to escape the concrete jungle and reconnect with nature. You can stroll along the lakefront, bike the trails, have a picnic under the trees, or just chill out and soak up the sun. And there's always something going on here, from free concerts and movies in the park to farmers markets and festivals. But Lincoln Park is more than just a park. It's a destination in itself. You've got the Lincoln Park Zoo, one of the oldest zoos in the country, and it's free. You can get up close with gorillas, watch penguins waddle, and see lions lazing in the sun. Then there's the Lincoln Park Conservatory, this beautiful glass house filled with exotic plants from all over the world. Lincoln Park is a reminder that even in a bustling city like Chicago, there's always a place to escape, to breathe, to just be. All right, let's talk about Navy Pier, Chicago's playground on the lake. This place is a whirlwind of activity, with something for everyone. You've got rides, restaurants, shops, museums, theaters. It's all here. The Ferris wheel is a must-do, obviously. You get these incredible views of the city, especially at night when everything is lit up. And then there's the Centennial Fountain, this massive water show that's like a choreographed dance of water and light. But Navy Pier is also steeped in history. Today, it's a vibrant mix of old and new, where you can grab a Chicago-style hot dog, catch a Broadway show, or just people watch to your heart's content. Get your wallets ready because we're hitting up the Magnificent Mile, Chicago's answer to Rodeo Drive or Fifth Avenue. This stretch of Michigan Avenue is lined with designer boutiques, department stores, and luxury brands galore. We're talking Gucci, Tiffany & Company, Burberry, you name it, they've got it. And even if you're not in the mood to drop some serious cash, it's still fun to window shop and soak up the atmosphere. But the Magnificent Mile is more than just shopping. It's also home to some of Chicago's most iconic architecture, like the Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower, and the Chicago Water Tower. The architecture along the Magnificent Mile is stunning, with ornate details and soaring skyscrapers. All right, time for another epic view. We're heading up to 360 Chicago, an observation deck on the 94th floor of the formerly John Hancock Center. Now, I know what you're thinking, another observation deck, but trust me, this one is different. First of all, the view is insane. You're looking out over the entire city, all the way to Lake Michigan and beyond. And because you're on the north side of the city, you get a totally different perspective than from the Willis Tower. But here's the real kicker. 360. Chicago has this thing called tilt. It's a platform that tilts outward over the city, so you're literally leaning out over the edge of the building 1,000 feet in the air. Let's get our culture on, shall we? The Chicago Theater. This place is a landmark, a beacon of entertainment in the city for over a century. This place has seen it all, from vaudeville acts to Broadway shows to rock concerts. It's hosted legends like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Dolly Parton. And the energy inside this place is electric. You can feel the history, the excitement, the anticipation of a great performance. But even if you don't have time to catch a show, it's worth it to just walk by and admire the architecture. The Chicago Theater is a reminder that this city knows how to put on a show. All right, Night Owls, this one's for you. River North, this is where Chicago comes to play after dark. This neighborhood is packed with bars, clubs, and restaurants, all vying for your attention. You want a craft cocktail bar with a speakeasy vibe? They got it. A rooftop bar with city views? Done. A live music venue with up-and-coming bands? You bet. River North has something for every taste and every budget. You can grab a casual bite and a beer, indulge in a multi-course tasting menu, or dance the night away to your heart's content. But River North is more than just a nightlife destination. It's also home to art galleries, design showrooms, and boutiques, making it a great place to explore during the day as well. So there you have it, folks. 10 incredible spots that capture the spirit of Chicago. From art and architecture to food and nightlife, this city has it all. If you haven't been to Chicago yet, what are you waiting for? Book that trip. You won't regret it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next adventure. Thanks for watching.